A positive attitude gives you power over your circumstances instead of your circumstances having power over you. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. Depression is the most unpleasant thing I have ever experienced. It is that absence of being able to envisage that you will ever be cheerful again. The absence of hope. That very deadened feeling, which is so very different from feeling sad. Sad hurts, but it's a healthy feeling. It is a necessary thing to feel. Depression is very different. Do not wait until the conditions are perfect to begin. Beginning makes the conditions perfect. Have patience with everything unresolved in your heart and to try to love the questions themselves. Don't search for the answers, which could not be given to you now, because you would not be able to live them. And the point is to live everything. Live the questions now. Perhaps then, someday far in the future, you will gradually, without even noticing it, live your way into the answer. I saw the world in black and white instead of the vibrant colors and shades I knew existed. In the midst of winter, I finally learned that there was in me an invincible summer. Life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass, it's about learning how to dance in the rain. Man is fond of counting his troubles, but he does not count his joys. If he counted them up as he ought to, he would see that every lot has enough happiness provided for it. Maybe we all have darkness inside of us, and some of us are better at dealing with it than others. Positive thoughts and prayer have been the best means available, since the beginning of time, to transform darkness to light. Cate Stevens. So oftentimes it happens that we live our lives in chains and we never even know we have the key. The pupil dilates in darkness and in the end finds light, just as the soul dilates in misfortune and in the end finds God. Truly, it is in the darkness that one finds the light, so when we are in sorrow, then this light is nearest of all to us. When one door of happiness closes, another opens, but often we look so long at the closed door that we do not see the one that has been opened for us. When people don't know exactly what depression is, they can be judgmental. You become what you think about. You don't have to live a lie. Living a lie will mess you up. It will send you into depression. It will warp your values. You shall be free indeed when your days are not without a care nor your nights without want and a grief. But rather when these things girdle your life and yet you rise above them naked and unbound. Imagination has a great deal to do with winning. In times of great stress or adversity, it's always best to keep busy, to plow your anger and your energy into something positive. Never let your head hang down. Never give up and sit down and grieve. Find another way. Never react emotionally to criticism. Analyze yourself to determine whether it is justified. If it is, correct yourself. Otherwise, go on about your business. Noble deeds and hot baths are the best cures for depression. Pain insists upon being attended to. God whispers to us in our pleasures, speaks in our consciences, but shouts in our pains. It is his megaphone to rouse a deaf world. Sadness flies away on the wings of time. Too often we underestimate the power of a touch, a smile, a kind word, a listening ear, an honest compliment, or the smallest act of caring, all of which have the potential to turn a life around. We must understand that sadness is an ocean, and sometimes we drown, while other days we are forced to swim. What you thought before has led to every choice you have made, and this adds up to you at this moment. If you want to change who you are physically, mentally, and spiritually, you will have to change what you think. You cannot protect yourself from sadness without protecting yourself from happiness. Character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experience of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, ambition inspired, and success achieved. I think that little by little I'll be able to solve my problems and survive. I was only 9 years old. At that time you don't realize that you can work super hard and give everything you have and lose. It was the best message for me. I've certainly had periods when I felt like life was winning and I was losing, so I think everybody can relate to that quandary, the temptation to give in, to give up, and then what it takes to keep going. I've learned that everything happens for a reason. Every event has a why, and all adversity teaches us a lesson. Never regret your past. Accept it as the teacher that it is. In 3 words I can sum up everything I've learned about life. It goes on. It's not whether you win or lose. It's how you play the game. It's one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself, to forgive. Forgive everybody. Remember always that you not only have the right to be an individual, you have an obligation to be one. Self-care is never a selfish act. It is simply good stewardship of the only gift I have, the gift I was put on earth to offer to others. Sometimes your joy is the source of your smile, but sometimes your smile can be the source of your joy. Suffering has been stronger than all other teachings and has taught me to understand what your heart used to be. I have been bent and broken, but, I hope, into a better shape. When you forgive, you in no way change the past, but you sure do change the future.